Hey guys, I've got a review for a lesser known crime drama. I really am impressed with this film, and that is 1972's Across 110th Street. If you don't know about this film, I would highly recommend that you look it up, particularly if you're in the mood for a crime drama type movie. Across 110th Street is basically a loose demarcation line in New York City which separates Harlem from New York proper, other parts of New York. And this film, set in 1972, produced by Anthony Quinn, starring Anthony Quinn, and Yaphet Kotto. Of course, Yaphet Kotto went on to be Parker and Alien. These two guys are basically trying to solve a robbery in Harlem. A drug deal, a $300,000 drug deal, got robbed by two black guys in Harlem, and they shot both the Italian side of the transaction and the blacks. So you've got a situation here where there's two factions. They're looking for the guys that pulled this deal off and murdered their partners, which is blacks and Italians in this situation. Anthony Franciosa is in this on the Italian side, and actually a very young Burt Young was in this at the very start. He was part of the Italian side that was doing the transaction, the drug deal, and then he got gunned down right at the start of the film. But yeah, he had a small role in this as well. Richard Grant, the gravelly voiced actor from Death of a Salesman, is in this, and he's kind of like the linchpin mobster on the black side. It's a gritty, fascinating look at urban decay in New York in 1972, and I think it gives a view of New York, particularly in Harlem, that you're not going to get with any other film that I know of, whether it's Serpico or any of the films of that time period. This is a time capsule film that captured a moment in time that most likely won't be replicated. I mean, you've got a lot of urban strife coming out of the late 60s and 70s, Vietnam, race riots, that type of thing, and this film captures a lot of the feel of that period, coupled with a time period in New York and in Harlem that you're just not going to see with any other film. It's fascinating to watch. There are shots of chases on top of buildings in Harlem, areas and alleyways in Harlem, and inside buildings in Harlem that, I just don't know that you're ever going to find a movie that will capture those type elements ever again like that. Yaphet Kotto plays an up-and-coming college-educated cop who has basically been picked to replace the aging Anthony Quinn. So you've got inner turmoil, race issues, even within the police department, that are fascinating to watch as they try to solve these murders. So yeah, it's a great movie. Highly recommended, and it's not a politically. This is one of those films that would never be made today. It's politically incorrect. There's open racism in it, open name calling in it, and but on both sides, black and Italian. But it's real. It feels real. It is real. And it captures a time and period that was a very serious, tough time for all people. I really highly recommend this. Unfortunately, Kino, there's no special features. I would have loved to have seen a making of on this film. 20-minute documentary, an interview with the director, Barry Shear, who did a lot of TV. He did The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I would have been fascinated. It would have been fascinating to hear the background on this. And I would like to have understood more about why Anthony Quinn got into the production of this film. It's based on a book, Across 110th Street, but beyond that, as far as the production itself, that's about as much as I know. It also was clear from this film that Yaphet Kotto is a great actor. I mean, if you had any question about Yaphet Kotto coming off of Alien and Parker and his background, this is another reason to see Across 110th Street, and you'll see why he is the acclaimed actor that he deserves to be. Great movie, realistic, gritty, time capsule, New York City, inner Harlem. I can't think of another film that to recommend that would cover those subjects. So yeah, Across 110th Street from Kino, highly recommended. All right, well, I appreciate watching my quick little review. Thanks